Welcome back to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Last time, we guided Luigi to a puffed up cleanup in Fluff Puppies that also involved the worst beatbox level to date. A shame, because I always liked the variant done for 3D Land, so to see this kinda come back as a challenge level just, well, as a kick to the gut. Regardless, today we head back to the Shining Falls with Peach to find the one last Wonder Seed, which is currently set in the Anglefish trial. On the production end of my channel, I already have the footage for part 25 ready to go, but I'm making my way back to restarting the Shining Force Let's Plays. The reason both 1 and 3 have been on hiatus for a good long while is because the save file I had for the first game got corrupted when I got to the Laser Eye map. As for 3, I have all of Chapter 2 recorded, but I hope to do a recap for the start of each chapter, much in the same vein as I did for the Emio LP. On my new save for 1, I'm about to go back into the Cave of Darkness. But from there, it'll only be 5 maps before we're back in Bustoke, and this time I am going to grind hard, so that by the time I'm at the quarry, most of the force will be at, or over level 10, which is the earliest you can do to promote your units. Then, I will brave the weapon of the Ancients, and hopefully make it a reasonable issue. As for this Wonder section, I'm still wondering how I missed this seed in the first place, because it doesn't seem all that difficult. Maybe at that point I was just ready to be done. Oh well, it's gonna be finished here today. Well, we're now at the halfway point of this cleanup, because there was only 1 seed left in Shining Falls. The same can't be said about the Sunbaked Desert, as I just did the bare minimum to unlock the palace. So Daisy, you have a full level to go through for this part, so I hope you're ready. Over at Alternate History, I'm currently putting together the pieces for my first solo pop culture timeline, Road of the Blue Phoenix. In this story, Sony and Toshiba have a falling out over the technical specs of the PlayStation 2, leaving Sony to work with AMD on their sophomore home console, and Toshiba to begin investing their profits from the PlayStation into Sega over the twilight years of the Saturn, before eventually buying them out in 2002. As for Nintendo, 2 important things helped prop them up during the 5th generation, and seeing that their 2 main competitors are now about to become titans in a way that they might not be able to compete unless they have something good going. And thus, this is what happens. Panasonic ends up taking over the manufacturing of the 64DD's magnetic disc and gets the storage capacity up to 128 megabytes at launch, and then 400 megabytes towards the end of its life cycle. And the second is the Game Boy Color also gets a bit of a storage capacity boost, and as now cartridges can go up to 16 megabytes, while the console itself now gets a set of L and R triggers, completely recreating everything from the original NES controller. One of the 2 launch titles for the Game Boy Color in that timeline is a new 2D Mario Bros. Game called Enter the Mirrorverse. And as you can tell by the title, this is the parallel universe where Princess Peach is the one actively trying to conquer everything and is constantly trying to kidnap Bowser. Unfortunately for Kaneshi Amber Cordyceps of the Mushroom Horde, trying to force Prince Vander of the Turtle Kingdom is very much difficult due to the fact that he can defend himself and his kingdom from their invasion. So the Mushroom Hordes are looking to have some help, and Mario and Luigi, who end up falling through a magic mirror to their world, ends up being recruited in a sense. What does this have to do with this Let's Play? That would be the power-ups Enter the Mirrorverse uses to differentiate itself from its predecessors. First, you would have the Bubble Flower, replacing the Fire Flower as your power, and it still works the same way. You shoot enemies, you can use them as platforms, etc., etc. Then there is the Jet Mushroom, which allows its users to launch into the air, along with charge through enemies and walls. Basically, consider it a combination of Metroid's Speed Booster and the Cape Flower. Finally, replacing the Starmen is the Rainbow Moons, which make you invincible, but also just have a quicker time limit to use. While the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, Bunny Carrot, and Starman does return in the game, they only show up in the special world where you have stopped Amber's plotting their home universe and have returned back to the Mushroom Kingdom. But what is in Kaleshi's Amber Cordyceps plan? What? Well, we'll find that out next time. Finally, we made it to the Wonder section for this stage. Cause man, this level kind of dragged on from my perspective. If I was just wondering, okay, so where is the end in this? Because usually You only get maybe one or maybe just one checkpoint before you hit the section. But we got it. Let's go and finish this up. That's gonna do it for this part. Next time, we make our way back into the palace to gain the last Wonder Seed. Until then, folks!